Hi, my name's Niamh and I do design.
Hi, I'm Reggie and I also do design.
What are your degree show projects?
So the projects that I've submitted are a skyscraper one, which deals with climate change and sustainability. Sustainability is also seen in my Pulp Pro project, which is almost like a product design, digital design project. And I also look into design futures in my third one called Wateria.
I'm submitting two, so one is centred around precision farming, which uses where I've designed basically like a robot that has like an AI sensor to scan crops for like pests and weeds, and can apply like the correct herbicide or pesticide that's needed from the analysis. And the other one is kind of like a speculative design, which focuses on wireless charging, but like on a city-wide scale, where you can just walk and your phone is charging using electrons captured from soil.
What was your favourite work?
Probably have to say the robot one. Quite enjoyed it. I got to do loads of CAD and final renderings, and I also did a 3D mock-up as well to get an idea of scale and everything as well, so I quite enjoyed that one.
I call it a Wateria project, and it's looking into inflatable architecture and how it can be used in flood defences in the future with the rising sea levels. So I really liked it because it was using current issues.
What is your preferred branch of design?
I really like branding. Throughout all my degree projects, I like focusing on the brand guidelines, but also I've had a few commissions in personal projects where I do a lot of logo designs.
I'm really interested in product design and something that I kind of want to take forward and everything. I've done it for quite a while, so yeah, I really quite enjoy it, and just creating a solution to a modern day problem, but it's also it's not just using creativity, it's also using like quite logical based and scientific based as well.
What is unique about your project?
I think especially unique with this degree in general is that it's more than just design, it's more than just branding, product design. It's looking at current social issues and seeing how we can use design and design theory to possibly even solve these issues, and just putting ideas out there for future design projects and seeing how we can overcome these sort of things.
I think for me it uses sustainability in like each project. Especially with the two I'm submitting, and I think that there's the possibility to use the example from like nature and the environment and everything, and incorporate it into like modern day solutions without like negatively affecting the environment.
What makes your project relevant to the current day?
I think for me it addresses like a massive issue with throwaway culture, fossil fuels, loads of sustainability issues, which is always on like the forefront of everyone's mind right now, because at the end of the day we're running out of time to fix everything that's been messed up. And I think as designers it's quite important to recognise that and try and alter the course that we're on. So I think the aspects of like the work that I've done is kind of stuck true to that and addresses some of the sustainability issues that we face.
Yeah, obviously current issues, sustainable issues seems to be a common theme with this degree and this conversation. But also we use current briefs as well that are out there for other people to respond to as well, that they are current relevant briefs. So for example, the skyscraper one, it's the Evolo brief, so that is open to all designers across the world and they can submit. So it shows that those are current trends, we're hopping on current briefs as well.
What do you see yourself doing in the future?
It's quite a hard question for me to answer, it's too soon to tell, but right now I've got a big passion in branding and brand identity, so that sort of route, digital design, is the sort of one that I aim to go down, so whether that's in advertising or design consultancy, one of the two.
I think for me, I kind of want to keep exploring the path I'm currently on with product design. I'm really interested in it, and I want to see how far I can push it, and then ultimately have my own studio and consultancy so I can like really pick and choose like the issues that we tackle and try and just push innovation to as far as we possibly can do for like the benefit of everybody and society as a whole.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the viewer who are looking at your projects?
Well, I hope they find them interesting. I also hope it kind of shows and displays that for future issues can have a massive impact on the future. There isn't just one set way of tackling those issues. There's multiple ways that it can be done, and it's through different avenues. It could be sustainability, it could be modularity, so focusing on, instead of throwing things away, maybe just repairing them and kind of increasing the lifespan of things. At the end of the day, it is a massive issue, and it's not just affecting us, it will affect everybody else that comes after. So I hope that it also kind of helps people realise that there's multiple ways of doing it, and kind of sparks a bit more of an interest in people.
Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the show. I hope that you see it's more than just like a pretty design. There is meaning and relevance behind it. I hope it inspires people out there to design, innovate, iterate, and show there's no wrong answer, and we will get there in the end through design, I fully believe.
It's an iterative process, so you can only get build on stuff that's come before, and just trying again. It might work out, it might not. Just keep iterating, just keep going, essentially.
Yeah.
Good. So it seems to me from talking to you guys, you're at the forefront of this new wave of young designers that are redefining the role of design in terms of you're curating a space in which ecologists, scientists, workmen, people who do vastly different things can like come together and work on something to create a better world, and I thought that's really cool. What do you have to say about that?
Well, design is fundamentally a collaborative industry. You never really work by yourself. So I think by incorporating a specialist into your project and what it is you're trying to do is like quite pivotal in order for the success of it. Like I say, it's a collaborative process, but it shouldn't just be designers, because then you have a sense of ignorance with it. You need to have the specialist knowledge and the research to back what it is you're doing, otherwise it's ultimately going to fail.
I think design is becoming more and more relevant, especially with the rise in AI. AI can create these amazing outcomes, but what design provides you with and what design theory provides you with is human-centered approaches. It's not impersonal. There's someone there doing it. They know the right solution. And that's why I fully believe that design will be the way that we can solve problems and social issues in the future. I know that businesses are recognising it more and more. Design is becoming relevant in businesses that aren't even creative, because they know that design theory is really important in the success of future businesses more and more.
Now, it was really interesting for me to like find out about what you've been doing, because you don't see any of it like physically appear.
Yeah.
It's, I guess it's all in the computer, isn't it?
Yeah, well, a lot of it is digital, but some of it is also physical as well. It just depends on the project, because obviously the briefs are usually quite open for interpretation. So it's quite good in the sense that you have the creative freedom to choose what it is you want to do, and then tackle the issue in your own way. Whether that's like through physical model making or digital renders or anything. It's quite a wide scope, which is quite nice.
And as Reggie said, it's collaborative. So there's some projects where we do it individual, and I might focus on digital design, you focus on project design, but there's some where we can collaborate and play off each other's strengths, and then we've had some really interesting outcomes by doing that as well.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Brilliant, thank you guys.
Thank you.